But almost 2 hour went on there and stopped and looked. My microphone was muted. Why it was muted, I really don't know. Earlier in the live video, I had mowed all this, picked up the grass, started the plowing. That's where I'm at now. Eventually, I'll be doing silage, grain, logging, and contracts. I didn't make a starting in 5 minutes. I don't have a script. I'm just doing it. This is my game. Not sponsored, not anything like that. I had a few good points in there that I really wish I would have wrote down or recorded some other way. But I went back in to my saved. The previous hour was all I could save, of course, on my PlayStation. Went back into that. It was muted on there also. So this is my situation right now. I am put down a farmhouse for a spot to sleep. I put down a multi-fruit silo from the mod hub. Everything else so far, that over there is the TARDIS pickup wagon that you can make 250,000 liters capacity, and that is the only. No, that's not the only. You notice I've got 79 million right now. I have the government subsidy mod, and I put about 20 of them down just to get some money because, like I said, I'm going to be making like 5 farms, and that costs a lot more than $1 million, which I like the PS5 or the FS25 doing the $1 million startup. That's great. So right now I'm online, as in multiplayer, on FS25. Right now I'm under Pool Guys YouTube Live. I'm Pool Guy, and we're going to be plowing a field. I got a G29 steering wheel controller, with shifter and everything. I can't really use I got a farm stick controller for farming, but it's a PC controller. And I read somewhere that it's going to have Xbox backing, so hopefully it'll be coming to PlayStation also. Maybe it already is. I don't know. I haven't researched it for a while. I got this farm stick back in like April. Mainly was using it for FS22 on PC because then neither console had support. Excuse me. I know my friend that I've never met, but I've watched a bunch of his videos, Biffa, that he does a lot of city skylines on YouTube, has his spot of tea. I'm having my spot of coffee. So anyway, here we go. We got to lower the plow. I've already got it on create fields. See, allow create fields, limit to fields. I already got it on allow create fields on PlayStation 5. It is triangle, or L1 and triangle, excuse me. So, and then L1, R1, and circle is still your cruise control. Now, can't really see him now. Earlier, first of all, where'd my controller go? I gotta use the controller to run the camera because the steering wheel has no camera control or walk control, so you have to use a controller, your regular DualSense controller for Got some good realism there with the how it's more difficult to drive across. I know I'm saying a lot. I'm trying to concentrate on driving and talking at the same time. But anyway, driving across the grooves, ruts, lines, furrows, whatever you want to call it, that the plow leaves, it actually makes the tractor struggle across it. I know I don't have access to this land, but I'm going back as far as I can to get this plot of land laid out. So it will start laying down the plowed surface as soon as it touches my land. And I'll start speeding up here once I get up here. There you can kind of see it, what I was talking about earlier, my earlier live feed. On the fenders, the contour lines kind of form an arrow on the front of the fender. If you lay that point of that, or the flat point of that arrow right on the edge of that furrow, you're in perfect line. Let me get to the camera. Oh, hang on. No, I'm right. Anyway, you're in perfect line to close that furrow. What was that for? Anyway, you're in perfect line to close that furrow and open the one up on the next side to keep your, not to miss any. I'm not actually driving down in the furrow. And then take it all the way out till the access marker comes up. Oh. Oh. I don't know if I think my throttle is getting a drift in it. All right. Lower the plow. I know I'm not on my land, but that gives me an outer edge to aim for. And then I'll come back after I'm done with all this and get rid of the Charlie Brown shirt tail there along the edge where the plow stuck out there. Come on. Yeah, I think my throttle's getting a drift in it. Keeps shutting mine. Wait a minute. I bet that was it. I had my controller sitting up there against the TV in front of my keyboard for my PC. I bet it was pinching it and hitting the either gas, brake, both, something. But that's what it was. Turned too sharp. And my rear dual, or my rear tire, I don't have duals on this one, wood is catching on the plow. You turn it like that, see it lift it up. Alright, get back in my right view. This don't feel right when you're out there and using the wheel. Kind of have to use my mirrors. can use your mirrors in this one. It's a little bit more difficult than real life, but haven't been doing that on this side, as you can tell. Look right over there. I did it on the first couple passes, and then I just been going in there and not bringing the plow out, not knowing where my edge is. I'll go ahead and do that out here on this one. And I'll just connect the two. And slide over a little bit. Ooh, yeah, get out of that furrow. There you go. Excuse me. Really don't need that. Isn't there a setting where you can turn the HUD off? Oop. Help window off. Info box off. None of those didn't really matter. Yellow and black, I need to keep those. Everything I need. Looks better anyway. Doesn't block out as much of the screen for y'all anyway. Excuse me. Excuse me. In my opinion, the steering wheel's the way to go on this. Much better, easier to control. Until it says no bueno, pick it up. Take a wide as possible turn. Get straightened up. Just like the old AIs do it. Only a little bit faster as far as I know. Never seen, they're always slow at backing up and that way some. There we go. forgetting to swing out wider so we can get this outside groove done. The detail on the edges, I like that. I mean, it really actually looks like you just plowed under your pasture. Sharp lines and edge of the furrow and stuff like that on the other side. You know, I mean, they do as well as they can with the pixels they have and stuff. Yeah, but rocks look really good. Different colors and textures of rock, about right. There's just how much detail can you put in a pile of dirt? It looks good for what they were doing with it. I feel it kind of looks muddled on the dirt wise anyway. But they kill it in other places. Grass looks good. Meadow grass. All in all, so far I like the map. Aiming for the wrong spot. Getting ahead of myself, thinking I was way over there. Sometimes does not want to start cruise though. Still thinking that might be getting a little bit of a drift in my throttle pedal. I've used this wheel controller a lot. Gran Turismo Sport, Gran Turismo 7. Both farming now. The Crew 2. No, the Crew wouldn't use it, but the Crew 2 would. And now the Crew Motorfest does. There's quite a few games that are compatible with this racing setup I have. Excuse me. Well, once I get everything made and stuff like that, I'll take it back off of the mods and stuff, and that way everybody can come play that wants to anyway. I don't force anybody to do anything they don't want to do. Probably replant that up there around there in grass, or paint it. think I'm trying to plow a whole lot of extra that I don't really want to get to the outer edges, and then we'll go ahead and connect them now. I don't have to keep coming all the way out to the outer edge. If I can or not, because this one is so. We'll try. See what I mean? As far as I know, I'm pulling something straight, but oh my goodness, dude. This is a pain. Seriously. I was running right down that track. I was paying attention that time. I was going straight with what track they had laying there. I got my tire right on this track right here. Of course, you can't see it right here, but I can't even make it to the end of it. I'm taking this ridge out. And there it goes. I've stayed on that ridge right there with my tire. No, it didn't. Must be right at the borderline on it. Yeah. Maybe. Looks like the same amount taken out. I don't see why it can go all the way out there on the spider legs. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's going to have to be painted or something. Okay, so the game's not perfect. I'd like to get, I don't remember what the name of it is now, but it's A plow on FS22 that they got is like 22 meters, 26 meters, 24 meters, something like that wide, and it's straight. You don't have to worry about all them legs and stuff hanging around. Make a perfect sideline. Then again, on FS22, you had to have a perfect sideline because AI workers won't follow curves. One plus on FS25. Because that's the only way they can really tell that it's me driving on 25 by that, actually. On 22, you could tell you were actually driving it because they wouldn't go around that curve right back there. As you want to see, this is actually me, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Because even the AIs can follow curves on this one. Definite improvement on that part of the game. That aspect of the game, however you want to say it. Your money, and I mean, your mods do that, so is it really cheating? I know I didn't pick up my plow, but I got a cup of coffee in my hand. I couldn't really hit all buttons. Like some of the racing games for posting their times and stuff like that. Those games, yeah, I know you could cheat on, hack them, and stuff like that. Don't know how, but I've been on the losing end of those hacks. I posted a 3 minute and 37-second time on this track, and oh man, I felt fast as hell. And somebody did it in 2.2 seconds. Okay, yeah, right, whatever. Some of them are realistic. Okay, maybe if I took every curve perfect and stuff like that, I can see that time. But then some of them are like, yeah, you did a 4 lap, a minute 30-second per lap race, and you only did it in less than a minute. I call BS. What is there to cheat on farming? Those is the point I was trying to get at. That you can't already do with in-game mods. Excuse me. Not bad manners, just good coffee. Cutting this one short here in just a minute. Pick up the old wife from work. Try to get it all scratched out before I get off here this time. Don't have a whole lot left. Yeah, I spent many a day right here in a seat just like this. Although most of mine didn't have a cab on them like this. Wasn't air conditioned, definitely. Did have a loud ass radio on it because you had no cab on it, so you had to be able to hear it over the tink 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 of the flapper if you're idling, and the roar of it right in front of your face normally because the exhaust was right there in the middle of the hood coming up out of it. Dust and exhaust fumes is all you got to smell for about 10, 12 hours a day, however much daylight you had. And sometimes late into the night if you're late getting the plowing done because of spring rains, and sometimes you work late into the night to get things done and taken care of before the next rain hits, whatever. I see we got rain in the forecast right now in game. Real life, you can't slow it to half time to make sure you get everything done before it starts raining. And in game, really the only thing you can't do while it's raining is harvest. You can. It just realistically puts too much moisture in your grain, and the grain elevator will give you less money for it. And a lot of times they're cleaning out a whole bin that just molded because your grain was too wet, even though they had their dryers going nonstop 24/7. Because they have to have their dryers running nonstop 24/7, they pay you less for it to compensate themselves for the fuel of whatever kind, whether it be propane gas heated blowers or if it's just electricity to run the fans themselves, however the case may be. Almost got her done. Got a spot there. Had some greenage in it. Excuse me. last time. And keep going on it. Excuse me. Really need to have somebody in here too. I know it gets kind of boring sitting here watching me go around in circles and not really talking about anything. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking too much when I'm just in here by myself and just rattling on. That end, it's almost not worth going across the end. Now I'll just spin around on the end and go back the same direction. I'll do some GT, Gran Turismo later. Starts at GTA, no, not GTA. I haven't played that in quite a while, actually. Back before it really blew up for an online game. And I got in right at the first of the online part of it, and I got to like level on 170 something, and was able to really kind of kick butt, you know. And then the next thing you know, it really kind of starts blowing up, and everybody's getting into it. Next thing you know, you're trying to rob an armored car or something like that, and you get sniped in the head from across town. You know, somebody's trying to do a bounty on you. Kind of takes the fun out of it. Of course, not fun for them. I mean, they just got a headshot from 6 blocks away from sniper rifle up on top of the Empire State Building or wherever you're at. I know. It's not New York City. Not set in New York City. Excuse me. Yeah. Pretty close. Bien finito. Think about going ahead and letting the other live that I did earlier go ahead and post. It doesn't have any commentary on it because my mic was muted the whole time. But Still shows what I did, though. You know, in the making of the farm videos, I guess I can go ahead and leave it because I just don't have any commentary. Maybe as the series gets on, maybe we'll get people in here and do it to it. A couple of friends that I used to play with all the time. One's branched out and got his own place. Got his own full-time dedicated farm, dedicated server, rented a server type thing. And still go over there and play with them quite often. Well, not as often as I used to, no. I don't have a Discord for this farm or anything like that. Not really getting into it that deeply. I just want to play this and other games on my channel. Then basically I just started this one because this is the first map for FS25. I mean, everybody was coming out with videos, etc. When 25 came out, I know YouTube got flooded, so I kind of hung back a little bit. You know, the guys that get paid for it, a chance to get all their stuff out. There's probably somebody that's already did an in-depth video of this when it came out with the flyovers and all that stuff too, so. You know, put my boat in the water and see what floats. Turn to the left, you can turn a lot sharper to the left than you can to the right in its present state. If we had it flipped over, of course, it'd be opposite. By closing up the furrows like this, you can turn left sharper. YouTube's got to go through these videos, make sure there's nothing copyrighted or anything like that on them, so it'll take a little while for it to post. Right now it's 12:56 p.m. on a Friday, December 6th, 2024. That's Central Time. Gets sent in for processing as soon as we stop the live feed. I really don't know how they do that. I guess anything goes on the live part of it, but they won't post it with any copyrighted stuff on it, I guess. Then on the live part, if you had anything copyrighted, they send you a notice. Mine said if it ever got monetized, I would either have to take that video down or mute it or something because of the copyright infringement of one of the songs. That's why you notice no radio on here. I don't have any radio playing. I was playing Christmas music earlier, but I'm not sure if traditional Christmas music is copyrighted enough for YouTube to frown upon or not. So, to be on the safe side, I just didn't play it. Should be the last pass, brother. If it's not, it's real close. Oh my goodness, the dog's in my yard. And there goes my puppy. Right over to chase him out. Or thinks he's big and bad and gonna chase all them other dogs out of the yard. Winds up getting mixed up with him and running around with him, so not too bad, is he? That gang life mentality, you know. Hopefully he's not a stupid dog like that. Dogs are pack animals, though. And he's only like 3 months old. So he's still learning. Still only learning too many bad habits. My other dog, she's 5 human years. So I don't have to worry about her. She'll stay in the yard. When she gets off the chain, she'll stay in the yard. Goes through a whole routine of tricks every time the treat bag's opened up. Pretty smart. Catahoula. All right. We are done plowing, guys. And plow folded. There's the TARDIS pickup wagon that we'd gotten. Where's my controller going? There it is. Yeah. Driving fail. Nobody saw that. Excuse me. All right. So, we'll go up here to the old store Rooney. Yeah. And next step. What do we want for the next step? Anybody know? Anybody know? Anybody know? Depends where you're going. It's falling in a line of trees. I was headed down to the pond or something. Honey, I'm home. No, not about this door. Home's down there where we just left. Repair. Repair. Repaint. Repair. No. Repair. Repaint. Hang on. Dog wants in. Told you she's smart. Come knocks on the door. Hang on. Okay. All repaired, all fueled. Athena, hang on. I'll open it in a minute. Just chill, girl. And alarm going off. I know. Everybody tell me to get the hell off here. I know. Any old who. Get one more thing here. Athena Marie. 5.5 meters and 2,000 liters. 9.5 meters and 4,000 liters. Wonder which one we're gonna get. Blue metallic rims. There we go. Oh my goodness, you are so impatient. You think the world's ending outside or something. Alright, folks. I think I'm going to end it here. Next time we'll get back to the farm after I pick up the wife from work and stuff. Kids from school. Stone picking, planting on it. And most of them look like they're the pine and spruce that the machines can cut. So, yeah. Y'all have a great day, and we'll see you next time.